Okay, welcome to my channel Maths with Mahanti sir. Children, in the last class we discussed in arithmetic progression what is an, what is the nth term or general term of an AP, what is its formula, how to find the nth term of an AP, then what is the sum of first n terms of an AP, what is the formula to find the sum of first n terms of an AP. It was discussed by me in the last class. Today let us discuss what is the relation between an and Sn. Relation between the general term of an AP and the sum of first n terms of the AP. Okay. So relation between, you see, relation between your an and Sn. You see, what is an? You know, an is the nth term of the AP or general term of the AP. And Sn is your sum of first n terms of the AP. That means you are given, if you are given the AP, how to find its nth term or general term from the beginning and how to find the sum of first n terms. What is the formula to find an and Sn? It was discussed. Let us establish the relation between a and Sn. What is the relation between an and Sn? Okay. Children, you know the formula for an, general term of an AP from the beginning. It is given by a plus n minus 1 into d and sum of first n terms. Sum of first n terms of the AP. It is given by n by 2. The expression or by the formula n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Where the AP is what? Where the AP is your of the form a plus b, a plus 2d, dot. That means it is an infinite AP having n number of terms. Okay. If the AP is infinite having n number of terms, namely a plus b, a plus 2d and a plus n minus 1 into d, then the nth term or the general term of the AP will be this and sum of first n terms of the AP will be given by this expression, that is n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Let us now find the relation between an and Sn. See, to find the relation between, you see, what is the relation? The relation is, what is the relation? The relation is an equal to Sn minus Sn minus 1. What is the meaning, you see? That means Sn stands for what? Sum of first n terms. And what Sn minus 1, what does it mean? It is the sum of first n minus 1 terms. So if the sum of first n minus 1 terms is subtracted from the sum of first n terms, we will get the general term or nth term of the AP. So how to prove it? How to prove? Not the value of n, I mean the formula for n. It is another formula. One formula is a plus n minus 1 into d. It is another formula to find the general term of the AP or nth term of the AP when your Sn is given. When sum of first n terms, if sum of first n terms of the AP is given, how to find the general term or the nth term of the AP? You can use this formula. Now let us prove this formula. Let us prove that yes, an will be equal to Sn minus 1. Okay? Let us see how to prove it. How to prove that an equal to Sn minus 1. See, let me explain you the proof. You see, so what is the formula for Sn? The sum of first n terms is given by n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. This is the formula to find the sum of first n terms. Okay. If this is the formula to find the sum of first n terms of an AP, then what will be Sn minus 1? Sn minus 1, what does it mean? It means sum of first n minus 1 terms. How to find it? Just in place of n you put n minus 1. In place of n, just put n minus 1. You will get Sn minus 1 or sum of the first n minus 1 terms of the AP. So it will be putting n minus 1 in place of n. It will be n minus 1 by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 minus 1 into d. Okay. So this will be equal to n minus 1 by 2 into 2a plus n minus 2 into d. Okay. Now let us find out the difference of Sn minus Sn minus 1. See, find the difference and see whether it is coming an or not, whether it is equal to an or the general term of the AP or not. Okay. So now you put the value of Sn, it is n by 2 to a plus n minus 1 into d minus this value you put n minus 1 by 2 into 2a plus n minus 2 into d. Okay. Now let us simplify this expression. Now in order to simplify this expression, what to do? First multiply n by 2 by 2a. You see, n by 2 multiplied by 2a. 2 will be cancelled. What you will get? You will get n into a. Okay. So it will be na, and then again n by 2 will be multiplied by this expression. It is n by 2 into n minus 1 into d. Okay. Then minus. Now multiply n minus 1 by 2 into 2a. So 2 will be cancelled. So what will you get? You will get minus a into n minus 1. Okay. Then minus into plus. It is minus. So it is n minus 1 by 2 will be multiplied by this expression. That is n minus 2 into d. N minus 2 into d. Okay. Now again simplify it further. You see how to simplify it further. See. So you multiply this one. So this is na plus, let this be constant, n by 2 into n minus 1 into d minus a minus na minus a minus 1, it is plus a. Then let this term be constant, n minus 1 by 2 into n minus 2 into d. You see. Now look at na and na cancel, plus na minus na cancel. Okay. Now, so what will it give you on further simplification? On simplifying it further, what we will get? See. Now this will be equal to, first to write a, this is equal to a plus n by 2 into n minus 1 into d. You see, a plus n by 2 into n minus 1 into d minus n minus 1 by 2 into n minus 2 into d. Okay. Now what to do? Let us see. What is the next step to simplify this expression? What is the next step to simplify this expression? See, now look at n by 2 into n minus 1. Here it is n minus 2 by 2. You see, n by 2 into n minus 1 into d. That means n minus 1 by 2 is there in this expression, and in this expression also n minus 1 by 2 is there. So we can take common n minus 1 by 2. We can take common n minus 1 by 2. Let us take common and see what is coming. If you take common n minus 1 by 2, so what will remain here? If n minus 1 by 2 is taken common from this expression, so here you will get nd, then minus, this term is taken common, it will be n minus 2 into d. Okay. Now, let us do the work of this bracket. This is a plus n minus 1 by 2 into, it is your nd minus, you multiply this, minus nd minus minus plus, it is 2, you see. So nd and nd cancel, you see. nd and nd cancel, n minus 1 by 2, yes. So what is left? It is your a plus n minus 1 by 2 into d. Where is d? nd and nd cancel, this will be minus 2d. nd minus nd minus minus plus 2d, yes, it will be 2d. So this is 2d, you see. Okay, nd plus nd minus nd, it will be cancelled, only 2d will remain. So 2d, now you cancel 2 and 2. So what will you get? A plus n minus 1 into d. Now look at this is whose formula? This expression is whose formula? Whose formula is this expression? It is equal to a of n. That is the general term of the AP. So what did we see, children? We saw that yes, Sn minus 1 is always equal to an. That means the nth term or the general term of an AP, it can also be calculated by using the formula Sn minus Sn minus 1. That means if you are given the sum of the first n terms of the AP, then you can easily find what will be the general term or the nth term of that AP using the formula. Therefore, we came to conclude, yes, an is equal to Sn minus 1. You see, Sn minus Sn minus 1, the difference of Sn minus Sn minus 1 is always equal to an, which is the general term of the nth term of the AP. Okay. So children, I hope you understood the relation between Sn and An. Okay. Now let us do one problem to understand this concept better. Okay. Suppose you see. Suppose in a particular question it is given that the sum of first n terms. You see. Suppose you are given if Sn, you see, sum of first n terms of an expression is given. Suppose it is given by the relation 5n plus 3n square. See. Suppose it is given 5n square plus 3n. You see. Suppose you are given the sum of first n terms of an AP is given by this expression. Find its general term. The question is find An. You see. How to find the general term or nth term of the AP whose sum of first n terms is given by the expression 5n square plus 3n. It is very simple, children. Now I just discussed the formula. What is the relation between Sn and An? So we can use this formula directly. See how to solve it. So here we are given, you see, here we are given Sn. Sn means the sum of first n terms of the AP. It is given to us by the expression 5n square plus 3n. Okay. And what is our aim? Our aim is to find An or the general term or the nth term of the AP. So we will use which formula? This formula, An equal to Sn minus 1. So first you find S, therefore first you find Sn minus 1. That means what is the sum of first n minus 1 terms? You find out. How to get? In place of n only put n minus 1. In place of n you put n minus 1. So it is 5 into n minus 1 whole square plus 3 into n minus 1. Now you know this is in the form of a minus b whole square, the identity. You know what is the identity? So apply the formula. So 5 into n square, a square plus b square minus 2ab plus 1 minus 2n, okay, plus 3. You multiply this 3n minus 3. Now you multiply 5n square plus 5 minus 10n plus 3n minus 3. You see. Now what will it give? 5n square, look at minus 10n and 3n. Minus 10n plus 3n. These two are like terms. So you add these two. It will be minus 7n. Again plus 5 and minus 3. Plus 5 and minus 3. They are also like terms. So plus 5 minus 3 it will give you plus 2. See. Now, so if Sn is given by 5n square plus 3n, this expression, then Sn minus 1 will be equal to this. Okay. Now you take the difference of these two. That is Sn and Sn minus 1. So whatever is the difference, that will be the nth term or the general term of the AP. Therefore you see, what will be An? Now you apply the formula. Therefore An equal to, you see, Sn minus Sn minus 1. Now put the value of Sn. Sn is your 5n square plus 3n minus. What is Sn minus 1? It is 5n square minus 7n plus 2. Okay, now you simplify to get the value of n. So it is 5n square plus 3n minus 5n square, omit the bracket, minus plus 7n, it is minus 2. Okay, and which one further simplification? Which this one and this one cancel. 5n square minus 5n square, it will be cancelled. So it will be 3n plus 7n, it is 10n minus 2. See, so this will be the required nth term or the general term of the AP, whose sum of first n terms was given by the expression your 5n square plus 3n. Okay. This will be the required general term or nth term of the AP, whose sum of first n terms was given 5n square plus 3n. Students, what did we notice in this problem? In this particular problem we saw that we were given the sum of first n terms. And from the sum of first n terms of the AP, we could find what will be the nth term or the general term. Okay. So it is another formula. An equal to Sn minus Sn minus 1. It is another formula other than A plus n minus 1 into D to find the what? Nth term or the general term of the AP. Children, I hope you understood what is the relation between your Sn and An and how to apply it to problems. Okay. So with this we came to the end of the chapter, that is your arithmetic progression. Okay. We shall discuss problems on arithmetic progression later. Let all the chapters be over. We are going to discuss all important problems which are very likely to come in the board exam, CBSE class 10 board examination. We shall discuss all the things later. Let all chapters be over. In the next class, we are going to start a new chapter, that is coordinate geometry. Okay. I hope you understood if at all it is true. If you think yes, Mahanti sir explains very nicely and we are able to understand whatever he explains, then you please hit the like button and subscribe my channel. Okay. Thank you.